We are at Mount Rainier National Park right now, fittingly getting ready to climb Mount Rainier. It's right behind me. You can see it. It is right around 8 o'clock. So that means that most of this today is going to be, or tonight, is going to be done in the dark, which is very conducive to good viewing material. Just kidding. So I'll do my best to get what I can on the way up. Hopefully we're going to be up on the summit by sunrise, so that's where you should start to see some footage, and then I'll try and grab a ton on the way back down so you guys can get an idea of what this route looks like. We are going to be doing the DC route, the Disappointment Cleaver route. That just opened up a few days ago. They've been running the ID route prior to, like I said, just a few days ago, I believe. So we'll be going up the Disappointment Cleaver, which is the most popular route. It should be somewhere around 16-ish miles, around 9,000 feet of climbing. So a lot of vert. The first 4.5 miles or so take us to Camp Muir, and then we'll rope up and get going from there. So the section as you first start is all paved, but it is at an insane grade. I don't know what it is, but it's super freaking steep, and it's way harder than it seems like it should be. Just getting started. The legs are fresh. The trail is paved. It's literally like a paved walkway, but it is a doozy. Not super confidence inspiring. I made a bit of a tactical error today. Forgot to wear a belt. So I've got this heavy pack riding on my pants. It's just pushing the back of my pants down continuously. So it's a good thing I'm wearing like a long underwear base layer, because if not, pretty sure half my ass would be hanging out right now. Alright, made it to Camp Muir. It's a slog heading up here. Felt good to take off the pack for sure, and to pull up my pants. Can't confirm, they were basically past my butt cheeks, so that's cool. Grab a little snack, rope up, got our crampons, helmets, and whatnot, and then we're gonna get after it. How you feeling, Kai?
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
That ain't bad, that's above average. We'll take it. Out of Camp Muir, we are headed up the Ingram Glacier right now. It is basically straight up. No switchbacks to be found here. but didn't spend a whole lot of time up there because it's so windy and cold. So we're gonna try and find a different spot to hunker down and take a longer break and fuel up because we still have 8 miles and 9,000 feet of descending to go, which is easier than coming up, but it's not easy. Coming down is its own set of challenges for sure, especially as the snow at least starts to soften up a little bit. Things might get a little slushy and sketchy. So that's part of the reason too. So views from up top were like insane. I don't know what it is about it. It's like you see the other volcanoes out in the distance. I think it's because everything else going on right now, it just stands up so tall. So it just feels like you're up so high. It's awesome. Anyways, we're gonna move it down now, which is we were sitting at the start of this appointment cleaver. Basically, gonna head down that way. It's kind of some mixed climbing, some like class 3 maybe type stuff, some snow climbing, which is always super fun. So, let's go. Okay, so we are basically off of the disappointment cleaver now. We're heading over to the bowling alley / icebox, which is apparently where bad things happen. So once we cross that, we'll go back across Ingram Glacier. Then we'll be at Camp Muir, and we take the Paradise Trail all the way back to our sweet It's been a long day, man. It's warming up out here. The snow's getting slushy, which means you punch through, post holding kind of, you're sliding all over the place. It's kind of annoying, but as always, persevere. Check out some of these crevasses up here. Big bitch. Do not want to fall into one of those. Almost to Camp Muir. You can see it out there in the distance. We just gotta follow this line up there. And then once we get there, we can put away the ropes, we can put away the crampons, put away our harnesses and everything else. And so it's a little bit easier moving after that. No technical issues, like you don't have to worry about crevasses or anything once you get past Camp Muir. So that'll be good. I'm excited to take these crampons off. I've already ripped my pants like 4 different places from snagging my pant leg with my crampons. So that's always fun. Currently at 10.6 miles and 14 hours and 43 minutes. We've already gained at least 9,000 feet. I don't know what total vert we're at right now as far as gained and lost, but it has been quite the day. Rolling in to Camp Muir now. Gonna take a break, put all our shit away, and start the final descent. All right, we're leaving Camp Muir. We're headed through the Muir snowfield now, which is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's just a huge area of snow. I've already felt once. It's super slushy and super slick. But anyways, it stayed way too long in Camp Muir because we spent like 30 minutes untangling the climbing rope that I basically jumbled together. But did enjoy some snacks. had a Red Bull, some Tums, some Tylenol, and now we're ready for this final push back. We'll go through the snowfield, then we hook up with the Paradise Trail, and then it's literally a paved path the rest of the way back to the car. The slowest glacier of my life. Coming in hot.
Speed racer.
Alright, car to car. Just finished. 16.11 miles. 9,557 feet of climbing in 18 hours and 47 minutes of total time. Keep in mind, that includes dropping off the permits for the ranger station, you know, some like different things like that. And we definitely took our time with the breaks today. We weren't, you know, trying to set any world records or anything like that. We were very much so enjoying the periods of sedentary and rest full time along the trail. One other thing that's worth mentioning, and I think this is probably a more common problem than maybe what's talked about, is just because this is such a popular route, it's the most, you know, guided hiked route on Rainier, the Disappointment Cleaver, the DC route, you're going to run into other people. We saw quite a few other parties out there this morning, both guided and unguided, and that absolutely can slow you down. And it did for us this morning for sure. There were like some people who were, you know, belaying off anchors, every anchor that they saw at one point in time during this really kind of weird section. And I mean, whatever, if that's what it takes for you to feel safe, that's totally fine. But it absolutely impacted us, and we ended up basically sitting still for over a half hour, I think, where we just weren't moving because there's no way around them. And then there's some other weird things with some other parties, just like kind of cutting in front of people and stuff like that. And so it definitely slowed us down today. It's not to say that we would have, you know, set any world records if there would have been other people out on the mountain. But it's something to keep in mind if you're planning on doing this. There's going to be other people out there, especially if you're going, you know, on the DC route and it's a good weather window. There's going to be other people out there. And so keep that in mind when you're hiking it, when you're climbing it. There are sections where it's difficult to get around people. And so you have no choice but to sit and wait sometimes. And we definitely ran into that today. So just something to keep in mind. Overall, the mountain was awesome, or a volcano. I don't know if a volcano is a mountain. It's like a rectangle square situation. I don't know. It was incredible. Like I was saying earlier, I think it's something to do with the fact that there's nothing really tall that's around it. It just kind of juts out in the middle of nowhere. And it's the tallest point in Washington. So you just have this crazy view. The sunset, or the sunrise, I guess we saw the sunset too. The sunset was beautiful too. But we saw the sunrise from the top of the mountain, and the sunrise was just absolutely unreal. The views up there were incredible. The glacier and everything like that was super cool, seeing all the crevasses and whatnot. So highly recommend if you're into this sort of thing. You should check it out. I think it's more doable than what most people would think. Just make sure you've got the prerequisite skills to handle things if worst case scenario happens. Other than that, it's not overly difficult or technical necessarily. It's just it's a very long day, and it's a lot of climbing, and it's moving slow because you're in crampons, and like I said, there's other parties and you're roped up, and a myriad of other things. All right, we're gonna wrap this one up. I know it's been a while. Hopefully you all enjoyed this. We'll catch you next time.